Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to PsychopathEXposure. My name is Kita, and I'm gonna do this again. Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to PsychopathEXposure. My name is Kita. Today we're going to be talking about a success story that someone sent in, and I'm very happy to read a success story. I encourage you guys, survivors out there, survivors of narcissist abuse, survivors of psychopathy, not that you guys are psychopaths, but that you've been in toxic relationships with psychopaths and have experienced psychopathy. Please share your success stories in the comments below so that I can read them to the community and spread some hope, because it seems that this narcissism is growing by the minute, and we're seeing more and more cases of people in narcissistic relationships, trauma bonded, all sorts of abuse, all sorts of trauma, and there's not enough success stories out there from people that have been through the ringer and done the work and gotten out. And I want to highlight a comment from a few days ago. It's from, I don't know what this says, Brandon. I wish YouTube would just leave the username, not the usernames, but the actual names he would select like last year. So, but hey, if you're watching, you know this is your comment. So he says, "So adorable. I have watched your videos for years. I do not believe one is better than the other, but rather real and raw." I think that's when I asked my audience if y'all prefer my angry videos from back in the day or the more laid back and just, I don't know, shooting the shit like I do now. And yeah, some people, like, they prefer when I was angry, they prefer when I was just ranting and pissed off during the early journey. And you know, I've done a lot of work myself, and just like you guys, and you realize that you can't carry that anger. And a lot of times I'm not really even pissed off. I just talk about something and I go on a tangent. But you're not going to get better until you're able to channel that anger to push you to do the things that you need to do, to push you to get out of bed, to push you to go to the gym, to do the work, right? But you can't live in anger, right? You can't live in anger. And I know that people that are new to this are pissed off, and they can resonate when they watch someone that's pissed off too. But you have to really be looking at the future. And the future, what future do you want? Do you want to be pissed off years later? Or do you want to enjoy life? Because let me tell you, the time is going to pass by anyway. You know, the time is going to pass by anyway. How you choose to live your life is up to you. But living in anger is not the way. If you have anger issues, if you have a short fuse, if you get triggered easily, there's stuff in the basement that needs to get processed and worked through. And the narcissist abuse may be what kind of like led you to discover that you do have some shit too, because we all got stuff. So sorry to deviate, I'll get back to the comment, but that was his answer to that. "I went through my journey while you were going through yours. We have grown through this process. Your videos are indicative of that. I personally love to see where we are today. Keep doing what you do best, my friend. You have helped me tremendously. I am a police officer, corrections officer, and an 11-year vet. You are on point and proud of you." Dude, man, thank you for your services. I'm really happy to hear that. Thanks for what you have done. Thanks for your services. Man, that's awesome. That's awesome to hear. Sadly, I don't remember your story. I'm not sure if you've shared it, but if you would like, I invite you to share your story on the channel. Just reply to this video and I'll do a follow-up. But yeah, you know, we all go through this shit, and it seems like things are never going to get better. Because when you're living with a narcissist, when you're in a relationship with a narcissist, the constant, right, after you get through the love bombing stage, the constant is a devaluation like you've never seen before. Boom, 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 and it keeps getting worse. And just when you think you've hit rock bottom, the floor opens up and you fall even deeper into a dark abyss. You think at some point things are going to start looking better, and they never do. It's false hope that you carry. It's false hope that you carry. But then those that get out, and let me tell you, I don't know one person that's still in the relationship with the narcissist or the psychopath that has turned everything around and they're happy as they've ever been, and the relationship has blossomed and things are overall better. Not one person. Not one person. The only way to get better is to get out of that situation. And getting out of that situation, sometimes for some people, unfortunately, things get tougher. Especially in the financial department, where you're going to live. There's a lot of changes that are going to take place. Okay? But those are all solvable. You can solve those problems. Those are common problems. Common problems. There are infinite ways to solve those problems. But solving a narcissistic entanglement, I don't know of any other way but to get out of that relationship. If you know a way, some delusional way, please go ahead and let me know, because there's always an exception to things, but I'm not going to go by that exception. And I surely hope you guys don't either, because I know what it is to be in a bad spot and think, hey, you know what, I'm going to be that one person. I'm going to beat this. I'm going to defy all odds. And our relationship, yes, this psychopath and me, we're gonna make it through, and it's gonna be the best relationship. It's gonna be loving and trusting and very rewarding and super honest and loyal. And that's just delusion speaking. If you really know what you're talking about, if you really understand this disorder, and that's the person that you're married to or you're dating, just know that that whole thing is gonna crumble. And for those that have gotten out and you're still tormented because the narcissist monkey branch to the new supply, and they're engaged or about to be married or already married the new supply, if you think for 1 second that that relationship is honest, trustworthy, happy, there's loyalty, fulfillment, and you still don't understand how this stuff works, I can assure you that relationship is going to crumble just as bad, if not worse, same way that yours did. And if it doesn't, just because they're still together, just because you read on Facebook that they're still together, just because you're a little stalker and you're checking the marital license, that doesn't mean that that's a happy, joyous, glorified relationship. It's not. It's falling apart. It's a relationship of doom and chaos. The narcissist is most likely cheating on their spouse. The spouse is most likely suffering every minute, walking on eggshells every minute of the day, suffering from anxiety, from impending doom, from panic attacks, God forbid, domestic abuse. And they also don't know how to get out. And perhaps they don't even know what they're dealing with. And maybe the narcissist is projecting and calling the spouse, calling the victim a narcissist. Because that's, now that this topic has gotten so popular, I swear to God, when I started this, there was barely any information, at least nothing entertaining to watch, right? Man, I used to talk to my mentor every day about this stuff. And I was pissed that there wasn't enough information about it, and now there's too much information about it. And we got narcissists and psychopaths now learning about their own disorder. They know what the fuck they are, and they're projecting that onto their spouses right now. And it's like, man, like really, is that really, that's what's going to be happening now? And it is. And if you're not headstrong, if you fall victim to that gaslight, then the narcissist has already won. And they're going to do as they please. You can't let that happen. You can't let that happen. If you're watching these videos, and I read a comment like this, that's a success story. That's what I'm talking about. There's hope. Things will get better, but you have to get out. And then you'll have a chance. Because see, it's like if you want to detox from poison, you can't continue drinking the poison. You can't continue putting poison in your body if you want to be free of poison. This makes no sense. You want to save money, but you're still bleeding money. You have to stop the bleeding. How do you stop the bleeding? Well, you got to get out of that relationship. And you can't tell me, well, you know what? I'm going to wait till next year because next year is when the Social Security kicks in, and that's when I'm entitled to. No, you might not make it to next year. You don't have that type of time. When you're dealing with a full-blown psychopath, you don't have that type of time. And don't you think the narcissist already knows that you're waiting for that moment so you can cash in on whatever you feel that you're entitled to? Don't you think they're going to try to scam you out of that by the time that date arrives? Don't gaslight yourself. Don't do it to yourself. These narcissists are clever. These aren't dummies. They're not dummies. They know what they're doing. And the advantage that they have in their onslaught, the advantage and I just start stumbling on my own words. The advantage the psychopath has is that they don't have empathy. So emotions don't get in the way. When they have a master plan, they can execute without getting emotional. Full-blown psychopath, they can execute, they can commit atrocious acts of murder. Emotion doesn't get in the way. Emotion doesn't get in the way. But emotion gets in the way of you, doesn't it? And you're afraid, and sometimes that emotion is fear. But you have to face your fear, and the death of fear is inevitable. Or as they say, the death of fear is certain, as a matter of fact, once you face your fear. Why? Because you're no longer thinking about the fear in your head that you have no control over. Now you're in the moment. Now you're handling whatever life is throwing at you. That doesn't mean that it's easy, but at least you're not in your head afraid. You're fighting back. You're in it. You're doing something. You're conquering it. Believe it or not, you are conquering it. And you are developing courage by doing what you need to do. If what you need to do is find another place to live, if what you need to do is file those papers, hire an attorney to file the divorce to get the narcissist served with divorce papers, then what are you waiting for? Are you waiting to wake up one day with courage? It's not going to happen. You have to do it regardless of how you feel, and then the courage comes and you're like, wow, I can't believe I did this. I probably could have done this 6 months ago. So do not waste another minute. You got to do what you got to do. I can help you with that because I went through this shit too, and I know what a pain in the ass it is to do things when you're not motivated. When sometimes the narcissist pushes away your friends and family and isolates you. So now you kind of have to do it alone. So I have a coaching program. I've been working with survivors of narcissistic abuse for years already. I've worked with hundreds of survivors. And yes, survivors, because they have survived, because they developed the strength to get up and get out and work on themselves and work through this shit and not just let it consume them anymore. They're like, no, I'm not going to waste my life stuck. I'm not going to waste my life stuck. So feel free to reach out. I have a link below in the description where you can get more information on my coaching program to see if we're a good fit for each other. But do not waste another minute with these toxic predators because they will warp your mind, and psychological damage is not easy to heal from. You know that. You know that. Okay? So thanks again for sending in that comment. If you guys also have success stories or horror stories where you're stuck with something, please share your story below in the comments so that the rest of us in the community can read. They can help you. They can offer a helping hand. They can offer some support. And if one really stands out, I'm going to read it and make a video for you guys. Okay? So be good. If you got some value out of this video, help the channel out. by clicking on that like button, subscribing to the channel if this is your first time, and also you got to hit that notification bell when you subscribe so that you can get notified when I drop a new video. People keep asking me, hey Kira, when are you gonna make new videos? And I'm like, I just posted 10. When? Like every day this week. Oh my God, I didn't know. Yeah, that's YouTube for you. That's YouTube for you. Especially now that we have gazillions of content creators uploading stuff every day from their phone. So if you really like this content, make sure you take the time to click on the notification bell from the subscription button on the YouTube channel. And I'm gonna let you go and do what you want to do for the rest of the night now. My name is Kira. This is Psychopath Exposure. I'll see you in the next video. Have a great night. Talk to you later.